Welcome back. Today I want to share with you a beautiful gift that a couple of my students have sent me. This one's really beautiful with Rudraksha beads and some jade. And that wasn't enough. They sent me a second one, which also has Rudraksha and jade. This one would be for counting Kriya, and this one would be for counting Navi. Really beautiful, very nicely spaced. There's a little bit of wiggle room. It's not too tight. And the cord inside, I believe they used a fishing line. So that's not going anywhere. You know, sometimes you're using a mala like this and it will snap because of use over the years. And so this was made to last a very long time. And it's just beautiful, beautifully done. Thank you so much. I really adore these. In Kriya, we can count on a mala like these. And that counting is actually a part of the Kriya. I've said before that meditation is a balance. We're trying to go down so we can eventually go up. So the first leg of the journey, we are going down into the subconscious. And that is the slowing down of the mind and the body. This is the very, very low idle state, which reflects back on the body. So as you are merging with those subconscious brainwaves, they're becoming more and more prevalent, and we slowly integrate with them. As we're doing that process, we have to keep some of the beta brainwave active. And if you don't, then you're going to sleep, right? You're going to fall asleep in your meditation. So how can you keep a little bit of that beta brainwave active? Well, it's the counting. That is why a Kriya Yogi will do 12 Kriya at a time. He'll count, and that counting keeps him a little bit active and keeps the balance of the beta brainwave. And so the Kriya Yogi will count on a mala like these beautiful malas, or you can count on the pad of your fingers if you forget your mala at home and you're sitting in your office and you want to do a few Kriya breaths, or maybe you want to count your heart rate variability resonant breaths, or maybe you want to count how many Om Japa you are doing in the chakra. Well, you can count on the pads of your fingers. You've got 4 fingers and 3 pads on each finger, and you can count those pads. So I like to count like this on the tips, then the middle, then the inside. That's how I count on the pads of my fingers. And again, it will help to balance that beta brainwave. Now, some of my students, they don't want to break the freeze at all, and they're so good at the freeze, and I really, really get it, because the freeze response starts to get extremely blissful and delicious, and you don't want to mess that up. And so they'll begin to count mentally, and that's totally fine, so long as that balance of brainwaves between the slower brainwaves and the conscious mind, so long as we maintain that balance. But if we find that the beta dips too far, then we might want to go back to actively counting with the hand, and it's just your hand, right? So the rest of your body can be completely frozen, and you're just moving your hand, and it's not as much of a disturbance of the freeze response as moving the entire body or moving the upper chest can be. So I really, really love these. I so appreciate it. I told them I want to pay for this. They said absolutely not. And what they would like to do is they would like to make these available to you, to my students, and to anybody who is a Kriya Yogi. And what they are trying to do is they want to fund themselves to take a trip. They're in Australia. They want to fund themselves to come here to the United States. So if you would like to have an absolutely lifelong gorgeous mala. They've got a bunch of different designs, really, really beautiful. These are kind of some earth tones that I asked for, but they have a lot of variations. And you can request, you can make a specific request for something that you would like. I don't know if they will charge you extra for that, so you might want to ask them. But I asked that I want 12 exact beads in the middle and then the counter bead. Usually the counter bead is number 12, and I asked for the extra bead in between. So I want 12 in the middle and then an extra bead because I like that extra space. But you don't have to have that way. You can request it your way. So they have a lot of beautiful, beautiful variations that you might be interested, and you'll be funding another Kriya Yogi in their journey to come and see me and get the in-person initiation in Kriya Yoga. So very beautiful. They're made to last forever, which is, I love this. And they will help you to keep that balance between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. That's what the counting is for. Isn't that amazing? Everything has a purpose inside of Kriya Yoga. And that's why it's so important to keep the original version relevant and available to everybody, because all these little pieces have a purpose. Right now, they told me that they have free shipping. So I don't know how long that will last, but I hope that you take advantage of it. They came very quickly. I was very surprised at how quickly they came. And again, just beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I hope you will check that out and enjoy your very own mala to last a lifetime. And I'll see you all